Greetings, family. This is Bomani Tamba, and welcome to one of our Africa for Africans conference call. And this is for our specialized custom group for Ghana, December 5th to the 14th of 2026. And tonight I'm here to talk about an overview and an itinerary and then details to get us clear and prepared and ready for our special journey of a lifetime to Ghana in December of 2026. And today's date is November 2nd of 2025. So appreciate everyone coming and joining us and being prepared and open to doing what we like to do, which is organize a group that is ready ahead of time. Usually we try to make sure that we put these things together a year ahead of time. And I want to thank our wonderful hosts, Jessica Howell, the TravelNet Group Travel. And this is one of these special customized groups that we do here and there, and we're gonna have more details on our website, which I don't want anyone to get confused with the other information that's on our website. We do tours, which I personally organize and lead based on the schedules that we put up to different countries. But so you'll see it in the mix. But the biggest thing it will say is the group name, so you can always differentiate it from the other information. So what you always see is hosted by Jessica Howell of the TransNet Group Travel. All right, so family, what I want to do is just give a brief introduction about myself. Name is Bomani Tamba, and our business group is Africa for the Africans Tours. And we specialize in traveling to the African continent, organizing groups from the African diaspora and connecting them to their roots and culture, and an incredible venture on the African continent. I've been to 12 African countries, and I'm going to start from West Africa, Ghana, Togo, Benin, Senegal, Gambia, and Liberia. Six countries in West Africa. And then in Southern Africa, South Africa for now, seven countries. And then in East Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, 10 countries. And then in North Africa, Morocco and Egypt, 12 countries. So those are the countries that we have traveled around, and on our schedule on our website, what you'll see is the six countries, half of the 12 that I've traveled to, which is Liberia, Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, and Tanzania. So over a period of time, it's you venture with different countries, but there's only so many countries you can have on a schedule, and Ghana is the main countries that we have tours to. Right now, at this current moment, we've taken groups, 25 different groups to Ghana between 2006 to 2025. Our last group to Ghana was May of 2025, and it was 30 of us. And then we have groups to Ghana from anywhere from 10 to 30 over the period of time. And so I feel very comfortable doing this Ghana specialized journey with everyone for December because that's what we have in place to where it's something that's just laid out, well organized, and we have crews, staff, and we have hotels and different people that we work with to make sure when we do customized journeys, everything is in place for you. And before I started doing our Ghana tours, which the first one was December of 2006, which is what we kicked off as Africa for Africans, a business that we started in October of 2006. But 2 years before that, I started venturing off to Africa. And let me even start in 2023, I started connecting into Black consciousness as far as learning more about Africa and joining study groups and it's reading a whole lot of books and watching a whole lot of DVDs to learn more about the African continent. And then after a while, in 2004, started taking trips to Africa. So the first one I took was in March of 2004, and that was to Senegal, and that was with some of my associates that work here at the Atlanta airport. We were co-workers, and we just decided to just venture off into Senegal and just explore Africa. And then in 2004, just basically that's a month later in April, I went to Egypt with the renowned scholar Dr. Ranoka Rashidi. And that was just a phenomenal journey. And that was the first organized journey similar to what we do that I went on. So that paved the way for me to learn a lot about how to do an organized tour. And I kind of built from there. Then the following year in 2005, I went to countries, went back to Senegal, but also went to South Africa, Kenya. So that added up to four countries. And then the following year in 2006, I went to Senegal again, but also I went to the Gambia. And then that's where we went to Ghana as the sixth country that we started with. So that was my experience on building these programs. And from there, and I'll show you on our website all the different groups that we have taken across Africa. And it's been a journey of a lifetime and building the experience. And this is something that you just have to keep on doing to build experience and build relationships and just get a good feel of Africa and how things work. And before I continue into the screen sharing and some of the details, I'm originally from Kingston, Jamaica. We left the island when I was 11 years old in 1988. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, where I was able to build my technical foundation as what I enjoy today. Uh, Studying electrical installation and practice at a technical school called TransNet Tech High School. And then later on, I was able to join the U.S. Navy and got a position as an aircraft technician based on my technical background. And from my experience in the U.S. Navy, I ended up going to aircraft technician school where I was stationed and based at in Virginia Beach and got a position here in Atlanta in 2001 in August as an aircraft technician at the airlines. And from there on, I built my energy in the world of technology from computers, video surveillance, uh, alarm system, home automation, all the fancy things that you see in your homes, and just build that career as a flexibility while I was building my entrepreneurship also in the world of Africa tours. And it's traveling to Africa using from flight benefits to using the business setup that we have as Africa for Africans and exploring our African continent to put myself in the best position to assist as many of us who would later on be interested in Africa. Because I'm being honest with you, at that time in the early 2000s, it was so difficult to get anyone interested in Africa. People used to always give me a hard time. What am I going to go to Africa and do? The Africans are trying to leave Africa and come here. Why would you want to go there? And just crazy things like that. But nevertheless, it's a dream that you have based on the inspiration of Marcus Garvey and studying Black consciousness and our African roots and culture. And it's something that makes you proud of being an African and proud of your roots and heritage, even when some people don't claim to have nothing to do with Africa, which is fine. And I understand the struggle. Sometimes people don't want to be associated with the struggle of just black people and the struggle of Africa, so they come up with reasons and excuses. But I'm one of the people that's always smiling and proud to just talk about our heritage. As you can see, my background of my business office is all decorated with the colors, the red, black, green, and gold, a Dinka symbol, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, and this African mask, and just an excited person and just happy to share just the interest of just being able to travel around six continents. I'm telling everyone that Africa is just the best continent. It has a struggle, but you're not going to get more from anywhere else than Africa because when you get there, just the warm welcome and the connection, and then just the openness of the future, the beautiful energy of the smiles of the young children, just a young population that just want to see the future and being in Black America, we can be one of the greatest contribution to the future of Africa, as people who just been able to just have access and experience to resources and just know-how, and then it's kind of like the knowledge translation of each one teach one. And that's some of the great contributions that we've been able to do from orphanage schools to supporting Black-owned business on the African continent. It's just something that's grown. And then you have so much other people from YouTubers to other people with Africa tour business that have contributed and been a part of that energy to where now Africa is a lot more popular and a lot more open to where you have so many people that are open themselves to living and doing business on the African continent. So together we can make changes in the world, and just that interest in Africa, from lack of interest to more interest now, have proven that we are doing the right thing. And those of us that go as groups, all it does is just open up the Africans' mind on the continent to say that Black people in the diaspora are open to reconnecting and they open to being a future part of our continent. And so with that, definitely just want to continue into sharing the program that we have. And I'm going to start with screen sharing. All right, so the screen sharing is going to take us to the flyer that we have. And hopefully everyone can see the flyer well. Let me see if I can open it up some more. Let me see how this work. It's a fit to page. No, that don't work. We'll just leave it as it is. So family, this is Africa for the Africans Roots and Culture Tours.
You can make it larger. I'm sorry. Just use the plus sign next to where you see the
Yeah,
percentage.
I don't want to cut off the bottom. I was trying
Okay.
to get it to more fit. Let me see if this do anything. Nope, that is. And let me get back to screen sharing. All right, so let me. All right, so this is our flyer that was shared with everyone, and this just basically just give you an introduction details. And two of the main things that I have on there is our website and our YouTube page, which I'll share with everyone, which gives you access to a whole lot of videos of previous travel across Ghana and other countries. But then the website does give you the tour files that I'm going to be adding more to, which gives you, which is going to give you full itinerary overview, which is up now, and then later on preparation, visa details, language translation, and maybe one or two other things. So our tour is set for December 5th departure, and then we'll get back to New York JFK in the US on December 14th. So you're looking at 8 nights during Ghana, and then with the travel days, you're looking at about 10 days. So we did our best to just organize things to where the tour flows and you're not like moving. So that's where I'll go through the tour itinerary. And then this is my direct email and text message. If anyone just needs to email me or text me or just communicate with me at any time, I'm always available throughout the day. If you don't get me right away, you can send me a message and do my best to communicate back with you the same day to where I can answer any questions and go through any of the information with you. So let me switch over to our website. I'm going to do this quick refresh of the website. So this is the banner, Africa for the Africans. And then on the left side, what you have is MP3 player. You can always pause it or turn off your volume. Right now I have it completely off. That way it don't interrupt our recording. And you'll see various photos from us on the beach, us uh, from canopy walk, us historical sites, us just showing you this us our different groups that's out there enjoying the elements of Africa. Scrolling down, once you get to the main menu, you'll see the Ghana Roots and Culture Tour, December 2026, the TravelNet Group Travel. So that's what you click on to get access to the tour overview and itinerary. But for now, let me click on the home page. And then when you scroll down, you also see the link. It's in red to stand out to where you can click on it and it will just go to those files. And again, I'm going to add a few more things on there. Right now, just trying to get things set up to go through the overview and itinerary. And I'm scrolling down to show you our previous group page. So right now, we currently have done 39 groups tours from 2006 to 2025. And I'll just show you some of the ones that we have. It's a long list, it's 39 group photos. So the one all the way to the end will say December of 2006. But as far as this year, we just came back from Ghana. We're in Kenya, in South Africa. And in Egypt, we closed out for last year. So when you scroll down, what you see is this all the group photos that we have done based on group tours. just to show you the history of this is what we do and we specialize in, and we put hard work into this, making sure that things are well organized. And after a while, you just get better and better at it. Africa is not the easiest continent to work with because there's certain things that are still developing. So you end up trying to select the right countries. And I feel like we have the best countries that really give us a good connection and also take us around. And Ghana being the main country, out of the 39 groups, 25 photos you'll see will be of the Ghana tours that we have had, or groups as small as 10 all the way to as large as 42 and 43. And then anything, regardless of whatever you click on, you can always scroll up and go back to the main menu. The desktop, laptop view is a little different from the mobile view. The mobile view on your phone it won't show the MP3 player or the slideshow, it will just show everything else. And the main menu will be on a menu icon, but everything you see in the middle will be what you view. Example, once we click on December 2026. So for now, let's go over the overview and then we'll go right into the itinerary overview. Then we can open for questions and then go to the day-to-day itinerary, which will have flight schedules and then the full time from when you leave from New York City and return back to New York City. All right, so the tour package is set up for a complete land tour package where flights are not included, but I'm open to working with the group to assist with helping with flights, which I highly recommend just using the Delta Direct flight from JFK directly to Ghana. But anyone can choose any flight routings, and we'll just make sure that we work it out with a hotel to do an airport pickup. But it's more organized if everyone can just fly on Delta Airlines. It's a direct 10-hour flight from JFK to Accra, Ghana, and back. Very convenient and save you a whole lot of time. If anyone is interested in just a single supplement, basically, if you want a room by yourself, it's additional 500. But beyond that, the $3,000 include double occupancy. And so let's talk about what the tour includes. It includes transportation and tours throughout Ghana. And the cities that we're going to be staying in or going to be traveling across is Accra, Aburi, Cape Coast, Elmina, and Kumasi, which give you just a good foundation of Ghana. Certified English-speaking tour guides, hotel accommodations based on double occupancy with breakfast included, entrance and access to all sites and activities. So what's not included in the 3,000 is the flights, lunch, and dinner is supposed to be on there, so I just need to fix that. Uh, Group tips is $50, which I just adjusted, and the group tips will be given to the tour manager, and they'll take care of all the people that take care of us once you arrive there in Ghana. If there's any sites that want you to pay for a camcorder fee, that's up to you to do it. But if you use your phone, you don't need to pay for a camcorder or camera fee. Sometimes the sites want to charge for people bringing professional equipment in. And then the visas, which I also have the link, and then I'll create the email for the visas, which I'm available and I'll be able to help everyone complete the visa. It's not a bad process, but it's online, and it's also something where you have to submit your passport to the Ghana embassy. So it's $60 for a single entry, which is only good for 3 months. So that means you have to apply around the 2.5 month mark. And then multiple entry is good from up to 5 years. So you can apply for that just during the calendar year of 2026, but still recommend that you apply for the visa about the 3 month mark. Now these breakdowns will be also explained on the actual itinerary. But these are the locations: Accra, Legon, Aburi Mountains. That is 3 nights there in Accra, and we're staying at MJ Grand Hotel. This hotel is in an upper middle class neighborhood where it's a nice walking neighborhood. It's a neighborhood where you'll see this a beautiful neighborhood in Ghana, very impressive. from mansions to this beautiful homes. And the hotel is situated just on a um, beautiful street that's more closer to brand new than anything else. Because throughout a period of time that's going to Ghana, I've seen that's the development. So I always want to put us in a nice environment where we have a hotel that we're used to being at, that everyone is used to us, that can accommodate you for all your needs. And then the bus has good access to get to the hotel and make their way from the hotel to the different tour sites. All right, so what I wanted to do, I wanted to go through the itinerary to actually go over some of these details, but can I still go over the overview? Some of the highlights that we're going to be visiting and some of the best highlights in Ghana. Uh, we're going to have an incredible city tour that's going to take you to the Black Star Independence Square slash Independence Arch. And this is based on the 1957 independence of Ghana. So along with that independence energy, you're going to visit W.E.B. Du Bois Center for Pan-African Culture, George Padmore Library, and Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Now, these are three of the architects that was a part of the independence movement, pre and post independence. So you will learn a lot about that Ghana independence and how the three main personnel played a part of Ghana independence and what Ghana is of today. The Arts and Culture Center is great for shopping. So if you're looking for somewhere to shop, we have two culture center, one in Accra and one in Kumasi. And along the way, you also have other shopping. Uh, the University of Ghana a campus tour, and then for those who want to go to the bookstore is always a great visit. Uh, on this day, outside of the city tour, we're going to be going up to the mountains, Aburi Mountains. So you're going to be visit a botanical garden. You're also going to be visiting a wood carving village where you'll be able to shop and enjoy wood carving. You're going to see some of the history of Rita Marley, which have built a foundation there in the Aburi Mountains. And then we have a school slash orphanage that you can visit to donate school supplies and interact with the children of Ghana. So that is set for the 3 days there, 3 nights there in Accra. And then from there, we're going to proceed to Elmina and Cape Coast in the central region. This is for 2 nights. So the first day you get there, it's you're gonna get there early. So what we have set up is for those who want to do the canopy walk tour, once you get there and settle, the bus will be ready to take those who want to go to the canopy walk. And for those who want to stay in a resort and enjoy the beach and just kind of relax and kick back, it's open for whichever way you want to go. Now the next day, what we're gonna have is the Cape Coast Holocaust Dungeon Tour, where we recommend everyone dress in all white. And you're looking at about a 2 hour presentation at Cape Coast African Holocaust Dungeons. Um, it's kind of a bittersweet, painful experience, but it talks about the history of the transatlantic European slave trade, where you can just get a full presentation of what happened to our African ancestors. And so again, the resort is Coconut Grove. We made sure that you have a nice beach resort where you can just kick back, enjoy, and see the beautiful ocean and just enjoy great dining. And the third part of our journey is going to take you to the precious Kumasi in the Ashanti region. So we have it set up to where you're going to be visiting these incredible craft villages, including Ntanso, Banwer. You also visit the culture center, which you can do a whole lot of shopping. And then we have great dining for lunch at Ike's Cafe, which is just an incredible place where you can just select any kind of traditional or international dish to enjoy your lunch. Another day we have set to where you go to the Ashanti Palace Museum. Now, this is one of the best highlights. You'll be learning about the incredible history of the Ashanti Kingdom, and it's explained in a beautiful museum tour. And we're staying at the Micklin Hotel, a family hotel in Kumasi that's of Billis Foundation. And just a beautiful location there in another upper class, middle class neighborhood there in Kumasi, where you'll see this the beautiful life of just Ghanaian business people and Ghanaians live. Because we want to show you that's the beauty and the best of Ghana and put you in this the best environment where it's number one, safe, also cultural and very beautiful. So that's a quick overview. And to get into more of a dialogue, what I'll do is click on the link for us to talk about the actual day-to-day itinerary. So with the overview and going through the flyer, just want to open things up to see if anyone have any questions or want to talk about anything before we get into the full itinerary. And so everyone is muted, so you'd have to unmute yourself. All right, so Africa for Africans present Ghana Roots and Culture Tour June 5th to the 14th, 2026, hosted by Jessica Howell, the TransNet Group Travel. So that's what we'll show on all of the articles and file. Just that way there's no confusion with other people who are scheduled for other trips that we have that may see the information similar. Since there's a
Oh,
guy. Go ahead.
the dates are wrong. The
Oh, the
dates,
dates for this one, oh, I apologize. This is,
yeah, you got June. Yeah, we're December.
yeah, so
But
all right, perfect. All right, so we're back in effect. Jessica, can you repeat what you're saying as far as some of the things that you like to do in Ghana so we can get it worked out and have clarity?
yes, well, as I stated, we want to do the flying dresses. I have several clients that's interested in coming to specifically ask for that uh, tour or what have you. But also getting with the ladies to have other garments made for both men and women, uh, selecting fabrics and getting measured to have something made. So I want to make sure that's available and included in the tour.
So perfect. So this is what we can do. Once you get to MJ Grand, uh, the people that usually just get things designed for us, usually what we do, especially once we're gonna get there early in the morning on December 6th. So I can schedule it to where the seamstress and other people are available on that day, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll work on what you need to work on. And the goal is for them to get it to you before we leave Accra. If there's any delays on anything and anyone and something that may take a little longer, what we can do is we'll arrange for them to meet us before we get to the airport on the day of departure.
Okay.
Everything is early in Ghana, so we'll be getting to the airport early in that morning to where they'll be able to meet us. And this is based on something, the same thing that we end up having to do on the last trip, May, June, where some things were able to get done. I know sometimes people are very ambitious and they want to get orders in, but sometimes people take on a lot of orders and it's not realistic for them to get it done in a few days. So we work it out to where they have extra time now to get it done, and then they'll have the finished product and they'll be able to meet us before we literally get to the airport. So those are the things that I just want to make sure everyone is clear on. That way we can get it all set up. But when we get to the actual hotel the first day, we get there early in the morning, so check-in is a little later on. But the hotel works their best to get everybody checked in as early as possible because we're getting to the hotel close to like 9 o'clock. And they usually try to get you going. They're gonna try to get you going about 10 o'clock or so. Um, some people may be a little delayed, but it's check-in time is usually a lot later, but they'll do it for us because they realize the Delta flight schedule is a little different. So while we're working on getting checked in and things like that, we can put in the orders for dresses, the orders for anything specially need to be made, and we can have everyone there ahead of time that same day as a strategic way to just get things going.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
Anything else you'd like to share? And then I got a few people with questions.
Can you explain the significance of the flying dress or the meaning behind it?
Jessica, can you break that down?
Well, it's actually a Carol response. Carol has asked that we do it. I did have it Googled for me at the conference I was at. The young lady I said that has been doing things there in Ghana. uh, Dr. Landy. So she is familiar with it, but I did see pictures of it. I'm waiting on Carol to kind of chime in.
It's really just about representing the empowerment, the confidence, and being in Ghana or in Africa. So that's really where the flying dress information that I have. I see someone else has their hand raised, but
I
yeah.
definitely got him. And let me explain to everyone. We have a great seamstress named Z, and what she does is she has all of these incredible cultural dresses. So I'm not sure if they're called flying dresses, but what she has is an array of options for women and men. And then there's also we, we look to have also one or two other people there for just anything that needs to be specially made. That way you can just put orders in ahead of time. So it goes beyond just the significance of a dress called a flying dress, but it's also just different cultural attires. And then we also have vendors there at the hotel that will just offer things to you.
Experience will always be with.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, well, perfect. Let me get Patreon. Is that correct? You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm unmuted already. Good evening, everyone.
I can hear you loud and clear. Good to
Well,
meet you.
yeah, likewise, Bomani. Thank you. How long are we actually in Accra? I didn't
Yes,
know
we're
that.
in Accra for 3 nights.
So 3 nights. So I'm curious. I've been last time I went, I was there for Ghana Fashion Week, Accra Fashion Week,
All right.
and it's usually in December. Are we going to be there, or do you have any idea? Because what I like I like the African fashion. I love the mixture of some contemporary design with African design. So I'm looking for that sort of those sort of garments, not necessarily 100% traditional African garments.
As far as Ghana Fashion Week, I don't know the exact dates. Let me look it up.
It's in December usually. Usually,
Mm.
All right,
Is that a time we might really want to go? I don't know.
well, it shows December 16th to the 21st.
okay, so we missed that.
As of this year, and I'm not seeing a 2026 date, but let me see the 2026 date. That may be different.
Well, so by the way, for me, just my question would be this being linked with if the designers that you're working with have that opportunity to do some contemporary things or being linked with designers that can do that and give me something by the time we're gone.
Yes, so the designers that we have, because we work with them for over the years, they'll have a full booklet of all of their designs.
Okay.
That way you can practically see it, and then they'll measure you for anything that you want.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. So you went to Ghana a few years back, Fashion Week, and you enjoyed Ghana, and you're looking forward to go, but you didn't necessarily go on actually roots and culture tour, right?
Oh, I've been to Ghana a couple times, but the last time I went was for Fashion Week.
All
Yeah.
right. But did you do like a full roots and culture tour of the country?
I went as a individual and linked up with people that were there and got to see things that probably tourists wouldn't normally see. So maybe not as nice as this, but I did get around quite a bit.
All right, well, perfect. Yeah, the big difference is once you have a scheduled tour bus that's available in the morning, it takes you out and you just really just get a chance to see the country itself. A lot of times when you get there by yourself, you end up sometimes even leaving out after 12 or so, but this is just very organized where
Yes.
all of the spots and all the highlights. So I made sure that all of the main highlights that we usually travel to is just on the schedule, and then you'll be able to just get to it because the bus is scheduled to take you to all those sites. So that's one of the biggest difference.
Yes, appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that you may have missed that you're definitely going to be able to hit this time.
Okay. I look forward to it.
I got some. Can I be heard? I couldn't get my hand up. This is Jocelyn.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, Jocelyn.
Yeah, just some. I got basic questions because I was wondering how many different uh, places are we going to stay?
Yes, we're staying at 3 different places. We're staying in Accra, Elmina, and Kumasi.
Okay. Then my other question was around issue of cell phones, being able to communicate. The home is there. How does that work? The cell phone system.
Yeah, so what I usually do, I have T-Mobile service, and it also includes uh, just the international plan of just being able to just use your, have your network to where you can connect to the internet, uh, and just you be able to use WhatsApp is the main thing that we use. The goal is always to create a WhatsApp group, which I'll be able to get everyone information and create that group. But when you get there, you can connect to the internet at the hotel, but at the same time too, if you have an international plan, you'll be able to use your get receive phone calls and text messages just like you're in the US.
Okay, awesome. And then last, my question is, I heard you say that breakfast is included, and I think I heard you say no lunch. Does that mean that dinner is included?
No, no, so it's no lunch or dinner that's included.
Okay, awesome. Just need to know. And I said last one though.
Sure, no, go ahead. Just trying to make sure we just have an interaction. So go ahead.
Yeah, with our medical insurance, is there, do you know of the type of insurances that are recognized in Ghana?
No, I can't say directly, but what we do recommend is everyone get travel insurance, and with travel insurance, it connects you to the world of this of medical and any kind of health benefits.
Okay, get travel. Thank you so much.
All right, and so yes, family. Anyone have any questions? And then I'll get back to screen.
Yeah. Can we have pricing like for insurances and so forth?
Now, what we recommend is a company called Alliance.
Oh, I do Alliance. Okay.
Alliance. So let me
Yeah, I work with Alliance.
and let me see if I can just pull it up.
Yeah, I work with Alliance.
All right, so that is set. All right, someone has a background. Let me see if I can mute you. All right, perfect. The background is clear. All right, so family, let me do another screen sharing and then we can open things up for questions again. We're just talking about travel insurance. So this is the link just to give you an idea of one of the companies that you can use. You can always use different companies, and then you can always just process and read through your travel insurance. But that is their website and details to get a quote. You just put your details in there and then click on get a quote, and then you can modify the quote based on your needs for travel insurance. And then the overview. All right, so overview of what's not included, just to just give a quick refresher. Uh, Flights, lunch, dinner, group tips, and visas are not included, but everything else is included. And this is just what we offer on our land package, just as a standard land package, where we just offer something as competitive as possible and just make it work to where it's flexible because some of these places that offer these packages is end up just being ridiculous, and we just want to make sure that we just be as reasonable as possible to get more of us interested in going to Africa. And so Jessica did tell me about the quote that was offered before, so I made sure I work hard to put everything in budget to make it work for everyone. So unfortunately, one of the things that we had to just not include was dinner. But what dinner does, it give you option to where you can just go to the hotel and you can just order your dinner and just order something via a la carte. And then if the group wants to go out into the city or out in town, we can always make arrangements with the hotel transportation to get you out somewhere. And what I'm going to also talk about when I get to the itinerary is the first day when you have dinner. We always want to do a welcome dinner somewhere out at a nice tropical restaurant. So let me switch over. So once you click on the link again, it give you the access to the article, and then now we're going to go to itinerary. All right, so itinerary here is set. All right, so I have a pre-introduction for everyone to just get ready for. All right, and let me. All right, perfect. So what I will do is I'll definitely within a minute I'll get to the options for getting started, and it won't take long on this part that I'm just gonna share real quick. So this day-to-day itinerary we have sent in the email, and what I'll do is I can work on an updated well, it's basically the same with the exception of one or two things that may just be edited out. Right? And so this is the itinerary that's on the website. So for those who are interested, you can just honestly, when you're on our website at africafortheafricans.org, you just be able to click on it and then you'll be able to print it out and you'll be able to also view it on the screen. So which is a lot easier sometimes than the PDF. And this is usually just more updated. And it just goes to day one on our departure. And it covers basically the things that we just spoke about on the tour overview. So from day one to day 10, that's day of departure to the day of your return to JFK. So, and then the hotel links and details, and then my number and email address. So that's just as a quick overview. And next time we do a full conference call, we'll just focus more on the day-to-day itinerary and a few other details. And the last thing that I want to share, for those who are interested in YouTube, not always sure who watches YouTube, but we make sure that we have a YouTube page to where it shows all of our documentation on previous journeys. And there's a lot of Ghana journeys on there. And it's basically a lot of what you experience in Ghana, especially on this last Ghana journey. And then you'll see a few more Ghana journeys once you click on our playlist. So be open to checking it out as you feel. That will get you more familiar with us. It's a lot of details, but it's also just us showing our consistency in this documentation of us in Africa. So that's the YouTube page and the website. Now let me get back to the website and share some payment options. And then I'll also create a getting started email that everyone can access tomorrow to where you can just be open to getting started. On our website, what we have is payment options and plans. Now, this is something that this is one of these beautiful images at Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park that you're going to enjoy taking photos at. So these are some of the general options for payments, but it's more organized once I send the actual initial email to you. This is just giving an option, which is usually what we recommend is Zelle Pay. For those who want to use a credit card, it's processed through PayPal, which charges 3.2 to 3.3%. And then usually we can create an invoice that can be sent to you via email or a digital invoice where you can access and make a payment without using this payment link. And this is just what we have set up on our general site. Now the payment schedule that we're going to create on the website and then create via email, it'll look something similar to this, which basically usually tell you uh, a year before we travel or 10 to 15 months or over a year before we travel. The goal is always to lock everyone down on a deposit, and then from there you can pace yourself. It doesn't have to be monthly, but it's just all about how you want to structure it. But we usually just give a recommendation and break it down as best as possible. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I'll get the file up on the website. I'll get the email out, and I'll work on that between tonight and tomorrow. But for now, you can always click on payment options and look at the general options. So some of the things that we have on our site is just general details, but we can open things up if anyone have any questions about payment options or method and mode of payments. We have a business account at Bank of America, so Bank of America accept deposit there and also transfers and everything is registered and set up with our business account as Africa for the Africans, including the Zelle Pay. So I'm not sure what payment methods everyone is familiar with. And the same thing as our PayPal account, they're all business accounts. All right, so let me stop screen sharing there and open things up so we can just have a closeout dialogue and see if anyone have any additional questions. And then I promise I'll work on that getting started email, which will be just organized in full detail.
Right. Well, I just got another text about these flying dresses. So we got to find out about now. Somebody got to be an expert on these flying. I
All right.
see we want to take pictures in the flying dresses. Okay.
So
This
let
is
me,
obviously a biggie for the trip. So
I'm
talk
gonna
to your people
I'm gonna
so I
text our
can let my
designer.
people know.
I'm gonna text our designer and tell her to send me some images.
Okay. I'm getting all these texts. But I'd like to know. And one of the ladies that was at this conference, she said, well, just like here in America, we're getting very sophisticated and we're creating, what did she say? It's like they're creating excursion types of activities. And she thinks the flying dresses is in that category because I keep asking about it and not hearing about it. So I know it's something new.
Flying dresses. All right, I'm just texting our designer to see if she can send some images.
Yeah, I even just got a thank you, Dottie. I'll forward what Dottie just sent.
You're welcome.
Because she, of course, has gone online and it does exist. So, Carol, we know that you didn't make it up.
And this is primarily a Ghana design.
I think I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna send it to you too. We'll all read up on it and become experts because it must be a must-have, must-do. So,
That is definitely beautiful, and definitely appreciate everybody joining the call. And I try my best to just go over information as best as possible. But with these journeys, a lot of times it's a lot of information, so we try to compact it. But at the same time, too, we always continue on to the next conference call where we go through more and more, and then cycling some of the same information, and then just ultimately just have it online on the website so individuals can take their time and go through it. But I'm definitely open for questions on if anyone want to dialogue or go through any details before we close out.
Yeah, just have a quick question, Bomani. Thank you for your time. A great
And
presentation, good information. In terms of booking, is there any reduction for full payment at time of booking, or by booking, starting the booking by a certain date?
yes, the goal is to get deposits from everyone by mid-November, and then we do understand some people may not be ready, and then some people may not get the information right away. But the goal is always to start with a certain amount of people, and then go from there because some people won't find out about the information until next year, January, and we definitely want them to come. So, but then some people have already just got access to the information. So our goal is to get them started and then keep on, keep building a group from there on between 20 to 30 people to fit on a nice big coach bus.
Oh no, so my was maybe wasn't clear. My questions is, for example, there's a tour that I do go on in December, and when I get the information in usually in January of the next year, it will say something like, if you book this by March such and such, you get a discount because you're booking it so early. And if you make full payment by a certain date, you get well, if you do full payment at time of booking, there's a discount, as well as if you book or start the booking process by a certain time period. And sometimes they vacillate between the two, whether it's one or both. So that's my first question. That was the question I was asking.
Yes, if anyone wants to pay in full and then get a discount, we can definitely offer that. It's
Okay.
something more so that what I'd recommend that individual do is just take my number, the same number you see on the screen right there to your left,
Okay.
on the flyer, and then give me a call, and then it's something that we just have to talk about and work out. But yes, there is options for that as far as that. But beyond that, usually we just recommend individuals pay a deposit and pace themselves. But some people more so like to get things out the way and
Yeah.
then just, work on other things. So that I definitely understand. But usually we do our best to just have a dialogue. A lot of times we just have things as this where individuals have to call me or we talk and work things out, and not so much things where we just have on the screen.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so,
Then the other question, is there opportunity for post stay if I do a different depart return date to be able to stay in the hotels you've selected in Accra or so?
yes, absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. That's one of the things I always recommend, and I usually work it out for different travel members that want to stay longer. So, example, when everyone is leaving on December 14th, if you decide that you want to stay for another 5 days, we also have another hotel there in Accra that usually just compliment us with a lot more reasonable price for the
Okay.
to where you can stay back for a few days, and they have these beautiful apartments in the same direct area, but you have closer access to certain things, and you can just stay for a few days. And if you decide that you want to go to another country, like example, uh, if you want to go to this Nigeria, an example, you can go to Nigeria on your own flight and come back to Ghana on your own flight, and then we would have changed the date for your return flight back to New York as an example, and then we can always just help you just modify those specific things that you want to do. If you want to go to maybe the Eastern region or go to Togo or just hang out in Accra for a few days, those
Okay.
things can be easily adjusted just based on us talking, and then we'll set it up to where I work with you on getting the flights that you want, and then work on your additional accommodations. And that won't cost you anything more. It's just you're just paying for your flights that may be a little bit more, and at the same time too, it may be the same, but because you're in the same time frame. Only thing about December, the further you go into December, that's when the peak season start coming up and flights are a little more expensive. So we
Okay.
can always take a look at the flights and see how that may work for you.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. So you have my number. I can you can just give me a call so I can even talk more so.
Okay. Sounds good.
And let me say to
Mhm.
each of you, I intentionally have chose a company that you can work directly with.
Appreciate
I
that.
have an arrangement with him as his host,
Yes.
and I'm bringing clients to create a group, okay? Because group travel is what TransNet is all about. So feel free. You've got every email address he has, websites, what have you. I intentionally had him include all of his contact information so that you can feel free to reach out to him to have any questions or concerns that you have directly instead of putting me in the middle and I'm trying to interpret what he said. you can talk directly with him, and he will keep me up abreast as to what's going on with my group. And you
Absolutely.
certainly can call me, but I don't want you to feel prohibited to talk directly with him and ask those questions that you might have.
Yes, absolutely, family. Be free to call, text, and email me, and I'll always make time out to communicate with you because that's what I do throughout the year with with our direct groups. But I definitely ensure Jessica that I will take the pressure off her being the middle person and manage the group and manage payment options and manage all aspects of the tour so she can focus on the things she focused on, which is building the group. And together we'll work together to make this work out for everyone.
Absolutely.
So everyone, so family, make sure that lock my number in, and and if you want everyone should have an image of the text, but I can always just text it to your phone, and then any additional details you need, I can always send it to you. That way, Jessica don't have to resend emails. I can always just resend it from what we have.
Okay. So we're building this group, and I'm going to figure out some type of reward for those that bring in some more travelers here and building the group. So do talk to me as well, so I can see what I can work out on my end.
Absolutely. This is exciting and looking forward to it. And for those who haven't been to Ghana, it's one of the most special country in Africa. And that's the reason I've been there 25 times. And I wouldn't be going there 25 times anywhere in the world if it wasn't special. And that's my experience more than every other country in Africa combined. And so you're chosen the right country and you're chosen a country that we can deliver you the best experience. And just, it's yeah, it's our complete reconnection. So looking forward to it, family. So before we close, does anyone have any questions or anything you want to dialogue about?
It was appreciated that very much.
Yeah, well, I thank each of you for spending this time uh, this afternoon. I think I know this is the company that I'm going to put out there for us for the December experience. So uh, spread the word. Give me a call. We can get the copy of the this presentation to them. It's been recorded. The email that I sent out, I thought was pretty comprehensive, including the itinerary, pricing, and with all international travel, you want to try and close off payments, for this going out in December. We want to have a workable plan that will allow everything to be paid by September of 26. So, with those dates in mind, let's do this.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. So family, appreciate your time and everyone. You can If everyone that's interested in traveling, if you can please text me your first and last name and your email address, that way I can put it on the list. That way it can save Jessica time from sending me information of those who are interested, and I'll just I'll keep you on the interest list, and then keep up with you. And then once payment is sent, we'll send you a detail receipt with all the information, and that's how we keep up with managing payments. And then I'll also create a WhatsApp group where I'll add everyone once I get everyone's information. So you don't have to post it on this recording. I just need everyone to post it on the post it on actually my text message. So that's why I have the flyer up, and I'll flip it over, and that is my direct phone number. And just looking forward to everyone just texting me their details. That way I can just confirm if their interest. That way I'm sending emails and communicating with people that are interested, and I'll just keep everything organized. we have a nice organized system of how we manage different tours because every few months I have a different group that I'm traveling with, and we're going to different parts of Africa throughout the last, especially during the last from the last 7 years when we started expanding to different countries. Uh, so we have a system, well-organized system that we just manage, and we have time to communicate with everyone, and we're always open to talking and available. So be free to communicate, family, and that's my information. So just lock it in, and I'll look forward to everyone text message. And at the same time, too, if you want to talk about anything, just text me that you want to have a conversation, and I'll be flexible and available to talk with you.
Yes.
Well,
All
thanks a
right.
lot for the presentation.
Absolutely, family. Appreciate everyone, and everyone have enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It's the evening time, so you still have the rest of the Sunday to enjoy. And I'll be on standby, and you take care.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great
Thank
evening.
All
you.
right, Donna.
Okay, you too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.